Headlines Pod, episode 6. We're back. I got a new camera set up. I got a new microphone, as you can see. Hopefully, the quality overall comes out better. I got a new little podcast board here, so I can also hear myself. So we'll hopefully have more consistent, better audio. I'm going to start this episode off with a dab again, but this time I'm going to do something. I'm going to do a regular dab with this here feeder. So this is like a new product made by Toro Quartz, which hopefully will be another one of our future sponsors. Actually, I just had a party this weekend, and they were the sponsors for that, so that was cool. We did like biggest dab competition. Somebody did 6 grams, I think, was the biggest dab, and they won a Toro TSA Terp slide, and we also did Headiest rig, and one of my buddies won that. He brought a Contrabasso. So I'm gonna start with smoking on some of this here, Huff Hash Samurai. It's a nice Z cut, which this jar has reached like peak deliciousness. So one of the things that's unique about this banger, you actually load up a dish, like its own little feeding dish. We call it a feeder. And it gives you the ability to really like heat up and like dial in the exact dab that you want. The main thing that makes this beneficial over a typical slurper or slide, so all of the vaporization and combustion happens mostly inside the actual like barrel of the slurper. So when you're feeding, typically you can only get through like one hole at a time, and like as it's going through the hole, it's cooling down, as well as the dish itself is cooling down. So the combination makes it so you can only get like a limited amount of the dab at once into the chamber, and as it's feeding, it like slowly brings the temperature down. The difference with the feeder, which you'll see, is we're able to get all of the hash in all 3 of the holes at the same time, and you're in basically 1 second you pull up all of the oil into the combustion point and start, getting it spinned out and threaded out, and you get maximum vaporization this way, maximum surface area. So this is definitely a bit of a game changer, I feel like, if you really are a dab nerd like me. If you're wondering what this is, it's like a IR thermometer for temp. So these things are really cool. There you go. I really recommend these as a temperature reading device, specifically if you have one of these feeders too, because the narrowness of the, as you can see, I'm doing something here where I'm preheating the oil a little bit. I like to get it a little bit melty, so it's kind of like right at the temperature to be able to feed into the barrel really smoothly. It's a little bit of a process. That's the only thing about this feeder versus the other one, is that it can be a little bit of a process compared to just the typical kind of like turnkey. All right, so we're hitting this right now at 525, which, if you know, actually is going to be lower. Damn, that tastes good. gotta say, when you hit a 500-degree dab at and get a result like that, you still get the combustion of a hot dab, but the flavor of a low temp dab. It's like the perfect combination, like the perfect dab every time. Once you learn to really dial in the temps and the size, it's I'd say 10 out of 10. All right, so we can start the episode. The first headlines that I have, I'm gonna maybe stick on the same kind of cue and order for a little bit. So I'm gonna start with the come up, and this come up, you know, I don't know. These might not always be something that like you can go do. It's maybe just something that's, you know, happening, and people are coming up on it. So this one I have is restaurants are now coming up on like fine water. So there's now water bars at some really high-end restaurants. And I mean, right now, like with the way the economy is, I mean, this is already, I mean, this is crazy. Like there's already, you know, just a demographic of people in this country that, you know, they just have like stupid money, and they're just looking for ways to like spend it. Sometimes it goes well, like for Louis Vuitton, or sometimes it goes bad, like that Salt Bay dude who opened up all those restaurants, and I don't know, they all fucking pretty much collapsed because people didn't really want to pay $200 for oysters just because some dude would like sprinkle salt on it while he had a hype man yell him up. Yeah, and then honestly, dude, after the dude does the one restaurant, it's like he just is only there for like a couple weeks, and then I don't know, on to the next whatever shit. So yeah, fucking sometimes people don't really want to get cussied on some dumb shit, but this one they do. So it's this is a Magdalena wait. Okay, no. This is just this is the woman, but she was at a Michelin star restaurant, and she's wondering what might pair well with the $175 steak she planned to share with friends. And the server recommended something smooth and full-bodied. It was an $11 bottle of still water from the East Coast. Like, dude, the level that we're getting to this silliness is utterly. Imagine you're at the fucking restaurant and you're like, sommelier, like, garçon, please. So I'm trying to figure out what will pair well with this $200, you know, aged tomahawk steak. And what can you recommend? And he's like, well, I have, you know, like the finest Polish springs, Poland spring water from Maine. And, you know, we took it from a plastic water bottle and put it in a glass one for you. And so we have that for $15.99 plus a $5 rebottling fee. And you're like, oh, well, what else do you have? You know, and like, apparently there was a $12 Georgian sparkling water, which it was described on the menu as salty and complex. The salinity, she said, helped highlight the difference between them. So now they're just giving you fucking salt water. They're like, yeah, this is how we can differentiate. This is how, like, you need a little reset. I know you've been trying all of these, like, spring waters and natural aquifers, and, like, we have some stuff that came down from some glacial fucking, I don't know, melt that went through a specific filter to get rid of all the 40 million year old microbacteria that's coming off of that thing. And what we have for you now is just straight up brine, like salty Georgian water that we sparkle a bit. And like, why, dude? I already, there's only some times when I'm okay with getting cussied on water. It's like when you're at a rave and you're like, fuck, I got to pay $5 for this liquid death, which tastes like literally somebody died in it. That might be one of the worst waters that, I mean, it definitely is one of the worst waters that there are. So then, or when I'm in Vegas and I'm like, fuck, like my bitch is like literally gonna die. Like she's, you know, she's in these heels, she's in this micro dress. It's 120 degrees in this pool party club area or whatever on this rooftop. And I need to pay $19.99 for this Fiji water, or she's literally going to die. But like short of that, I'm like, can you hold it? You know, like, can we make, I mean, you know, and fucking, I'm not a poor person. So I can't imagine ever being somebody who's just got it in a way where you're just gonna go down to the water bar and be like, what do you got? What can I fucking peruse here? Like, let me get that Georgian brine shit. Tastes like you're nutting in my mouth. So yeah, it's a come up this week. Apparently, people are coming up on heady water, and I mean, maybe you can too. I'm not sure. I'm not quite sure how to like parlay that. I don't know. Maybe just take like tap water and bring it bottled down to fucking restaurants and be like, I got this hand watered shit. Like this is this art, you know, artisanal like hand pumped water. I don't know. All right. So for Run Amok, Israel's been amok for a while. Like, now we have this ceasefire deal, which, you know, we'll see if it holds. I mean, Hamas is apparently back in Gaza, which I didn't realize that they had left or whatever. But they're back and they're holding some type of a ceasefire for a little bit. The Hamas has been apparently doing public executions. Israel did fire like a couple bombs, back over there, just like, all right, cool, chill out. We're chilled out. But yeah, fucking, they have just voted in their parliament to annex the West Bank. And, I believe it's like, the parts of the West Bank that have been like already taken over by Jewish settlers. And I think they have all types of rules that like stop, Palestinians from purchasing back on those settled areas. But, yeah, now they've just voted in their parliament that like, yeah, we're taking this. Like, we're taking all this stuff. And there's really nothing you guys can do. And apparently, like, they asked the news, they're like, yo, are you guys, like, they asked Vance when he was in there, they're like, yo, did you know that while you were here that they voted on this? And he's like, oh, yeah, that was weird. Like, somebody told me about that. I saw that up there and I was like, what the fuck's going on? And then they were like, no, chill out, bro. It's not even a big deal. It's just, it's ceremonial. Like, it's like a courtesy thing. It's like, it just is like in thoughts in mind and like not in practical application like yet, you know what I mean? And so he's just like, yeah, so I was told it's not even like a big deal or like a real thing. It's more just like ceremonial voting to do it. But like, anyways, we're not about that. So we're not going to let them do that. And we'll see. I mean, they say that now, but once that call comes through that's like, yo, bro, we're going to release the tapes unless you let us fucking annex the West Bank, then I assume probably just like the genocide and all the other stuff that we've let happen and fund or whatever, they'll just be like, yeah, fucking, whatever. The next section I have, or the next thing I have, the next person I have for running amok is, I assume so it just got announced that the CIA, basically Trump just let the CIA go in Venezuela. He's just like, do whatever your spook shit is, fucking get in there. I don't know, fucking sow civil unrest and turn over this fucking president and whatever else we want to do. Give us those oil rights. Whatever shit you guys, I assume, just do fucking best. Like, no hold bar, get at it. And I assume probably like the CIA has got like constantly a bunch of ops that they're just like shadow running or like close to running in basically every, major theater in the world. And like they probably just have like, a whole series of like playbooks and whatever that, most of the time probably never really get to get acted out. And I feel like, they're probably just running a fucking muck right now. Like if given like the tools that they have and given, I assume probably desire that all of those, spies have to just be like breaking necks and slipping into fucking, behind enemy lines and sowing discourse through like funneling drug trafficking into, guerrillas' hands to armament them and, fucking blow shit up and whatever else. Like these dudes are fully on it. they're probably already like the main people responsible for the drug trade in Venezuela. They're probably already like the main financiers of any guerrilla army through some shit like this, and they're probably just like, all right, like time, like it's fucking go time, like engage operation snapping necks. And probably, I don't know, it's hard to really say. I mean, it's Venezuela's already like a tore up fucking country, but yeah, but I'm assuming those dudes are just fucking running amok, doing their spy shit, whatever that is. For who is winning this week, I have basically just all the CEOs. Like all the CEOs keep winning. They're having mass layoffs of employees. They have record profits and record productivity because they're switching so much stuff to AI. I know I keep driving home on this, but I mean, what are you going to do? It's the future. It's part of the headlines. The CEO of Microsoft just got a pay boost, and now he's making $100 million a year, just, you know, casually, to be like, yeah, you're fucking fired, and you're fucking fired. And they're already having issues. I mean, I seen that apparently there's like a Microsoft update that went out, and it was AI like coded in part, and it like bricked up all these USB drives. And so at least that article I was reading was saying, like, you know, you should at this point turn off your auto updates, which, like, this is, you know, this is just going to be the future. They're going to be like, this is what's good for you. Whatever way that these updates roll out, it'll work. Even if it doesn't work in the beginning, we'll back work it. But at the same time, we're fucking killing it. Like, you know, you should invest in our company because, yeah, we don't even need to fucking hire anybody anymore. Like, this is just straight up on autopilot. In fact, my job is on autopilot. Like, I just fucking sit here all day. So, you know, they're fucking winning. I seen Amazon built like 6,000 robots or 60,000 robots or something like that. And they're literally like, it's not replacing anybody's job. Okay. We're just not going to hire anybody new, you know, like that sort of vibe. So don't worry about it. Like it's, you know, yeah, there's apparently a huge reduction in the workforce. We're estimating, like, with this immigration thing, that they could lose up to like 10 million or 15 million workers in the workforce, as well as, you know, these AI algorithms are taking over all of, you know, half of these people's jobs at companies anyways, which we're probably just doing like like how many people were probably more or less paid to like answer emails? You know what I mean? Just be like, here's this random complaint, like send it to the right department, or like fucking sit here and just double check, you know, like I need somebody to make like a new like Excel sheet for me, or I need somebody to make like a new fucking PowerPoint, whatever. Like, now just fucking AI it, and you know, these companies are winning. For now, we'll see if they get caught. But for now, these fucking French jewel thieves are winning. So apparently there's a fucking heist in the Louvre, and which I don't know, I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. But anyways, don't that French museum. You know, the one from the Da Vinci Code. So yeah, there was some heist that happened where they took like the French like crown jewels. They took this like crazy necklace and like a crown with, you know, all these diamonds. Apparently they found like the crown like emptied of the diamonds. So yeah, even if they catch the dudes, like this, you know, these treasures are basically ruined. And obviously none of these stones are like, you know, really worth anything in the, unless like this is like a private heist, you know what I mean? Like I could see this being like some chic dude who's just like, my bro, I've always wanted those fucking gems, my bro. Like, what can we do to make this happen? And maybe there was just like a OG heist team that was just like, dude, there's like not even any security. Like, I actually was at that exact museum like a month ago, and you could just walk right in and basically grab all this shit. And he's just like, oh my god, my bro, what do you do? What will it take? You know, just shoots him fucking the 100 million up front, and you know, just goes in his little fucking, or not up front, but you know what I mean, cash on delivery, and just goes in his little fucking chic vault, and you know, next to like probably Paris Hilton and like I don't know, a one of one Lambo or something. And he just wears it while he's skirting around on two wheels in his fucking Lambo, getting topped up by uh, who's that chick with the girl from fuck Euphoria. You know what I'm talking about. So yeah, and the director of the Louvre said he's just like he apparently he blamed it on like lack of security and like lack of updated security protocols and it just which is already that's the most French thing ever. He's just like we know we try to update the security. The security guards they take a break every 15 minutes. Like where were you Henri? Where were you during the heist? And he's like I was on my cigarette break. I cannot be responsible for all of the security all of the time. What do you want me to do? Like pay attention to all these cameras? There's so many fucking cameras in this place. And yeah, I mean, how much more French can you get? They're like, I'm too busy with the sucking and the fucking. I'm over here trying to have the orgy, trying to do my thing, and you're harshing my vibe. And sorry that they stole all of the jewels. What can I fucking say? And probably kept their job. He's probably just like, we need to have, newer, just get newer security systems, and hopefully they don't come back. So those dudes are fucking winning. Obviously, fucking. As long as like OG Gem Heist is probably. I mean, this is like. It's such a movie plot that they didn't even try to secure these things. Like basically like these dudes I think just walked in. It was like 7 minutes and I think they just like tapped the fucking glass basically. And probably the alarm went to the police station. The police were just like, I will get to that. I will get to my cigarette break. And so this is just all the way down the line, and fucking yeah, they just rolled right out of this fucking thing. Nobody stopped them. And now there's this international manhunt for them. Apparently they like found one of their fingerprints and some DNA, unless it was just, I don't know, more random French guy DNA, which is also possible. But yeah, maybe they fucking, got it out of the country and maybe they either broke down these gems and flipped those bitches or they're just, like I said, like private kind of merc contractors, like I don't know, one like at the beginning to a Marvel movie or something. So yeah, fucking I feel like they're winning and for the meantime. As long as they get away with it. All right, so no surprise. So no surprise, apparently fucking I don't know what the deal is, but apparently Argentina is like collapsing. Their money is way overvalued, so they're in like a economic back, like they're about to have a recession. And for whatever reason, which the Trump camp has always been America first, unless it's Israel. But now it's like these Argentinians need a fucking hand, so we're gonna do like a currency swap to try and prop up their currency, which that means we don't even get repaid for this shit. It's like not even like a loan or like it's we just buy $20 billion worth of their currency and hope that by us doing that, maybe 40 billion, that basically we're just like, yeah, like this money's worth what they say it is. Like, don't fucking trip, bro. Like, it's all good, okay? And like, in 10, 20 years, we're going to sell it and it'll be worth, definitely as much money in this failing economy that's backsliding rapidly. Like, obviously, it will be a sound SWIP swap. And so, yeah, so we're just going to hold 20 to 40 billion of Argentinian peso or whatever the fuck it is and hope that, like many things that Trump can just be like, yeah, it's what I say it is. All right, the value is what it is. Stick to it. And in the meantime, we're importing a bunch of Argentinian beef, which, okay, so first of all, we tariffed the fuck out of Brazil, and we said these Brazilian fucking beef farmers are like dropping the price of beef so bad, so they're fucking us. So we cut the price of beef there, and then, or sorry, we tariff it. So then apparently our farmers are just like, yeah, boy, get to fucking charge, get to cutting up them cows, get to getting that beef, boy. And apparently they've now inflated the price of beef to the highest that it's ever been. So now these fucking cowboys are making their fucking record profit cutting up all these steers. Shout out fuck all them queers. And yeah, apparently now that's gotten to it, like now we're importing this Argentinian beef to like help them out. And Trump's like, dude, because apparently the beef farmers are just like, yo, what the fuck, cowboy? Like, cowpoke, we were doing fucking hot. Now you tariff China to shit. They're not buying any of our fucking beef. And now we got to get undercut by these goddamn dirty Argentinians. And yeah, like fucking Trump is pretty much just like, suck it, dude. He's like, you know what? You're making record profit because of me. Like, who would have thought, no surprise, that if I tariffed all the other beef in the world, that you guys would have like a monopoly on it. And then in that monopoly, like, raise prices like everybody else is doing in this economy. And, just contribute to this kind of record inflation. And in response, he's like, yeah, all right, well, now we're getting these guys out of the hole, and we're gonna fucking sell their beef for the low, and you guys can fucking suck it, and no surprise on any of that. No surprise, except for I guess the saving Argentina thing. I mean, that's a bit of a surprise, but yeah, no surprise that fucking in doing so we're undercutting that tariffs work, apparently, right? So here we are. I don't even know. I don't even know what anybody wants at this point anymore. I haven't been sure for a while. This other one is that apparently marijuana can help with sleep. I mean, the article doesn't even say that in the beginning. The beginning headline starts with, "Can marijuana help you with sleep?" Here's what experts say. Nearly 1 in 5 adults are using cannabis to get to sleep, or young adults. No fucking shit, dude. No duh. No. Who does these studies? First of all, like, I get, to some extent there needs to be some type of, scientific, like, whatever, but like, weed is still federally illegal. It's still, class fucking 1 substance and just considered to have like no medical, but like, we all know without a fact, with complete certainty that it does serve many medical purposes, and one of them is helping you get to fucking sleep, dude. Like, if you've smoked weed ever once, you know that it gets you rocked, you get obliterated. I mean, edibles don't work on me, but to my understanding, edibles do nothing other than make you fall asleep. Like, if you take more than fucking 15 or like 100 milligrams or whatever, depends on your tolerance, but you're either like batshit high, like uncomfortably and unnervably high, or you're just passing the fuck out, even if you have like one of the highest tolerances. So, yeah, I'm not even really going to get much more into that because no surprise. I don't know. Like, how do I get finance for these things? You know what I mean? Like, how do I get some type of study? It's like, what do you want to know about weed? And whoever has the money to figure it out, call me, bang my line, shoot it at me, that money, that bread, and I'll get you the answers. Like, I can tell you, give me 5 minutes. All right. Yes, it makes you fucking tired. Here's the proof. Go smoke some weed, dude. And yeah, if you're wondering yourself, if you're at home and you're like, can marijuana help me with various things? Like, go get high as fuck, and we'll see what happens. Some people it gives anxiety. I don't know, what are you going to do? I think you should just smoke more though. Like, if it does and you get scared, like scary high, like, just try more next, like do double down and keep doubling down until like you start to feel better. Would be my recommendation if you really want to smoke weed or whatever. Most of us had to do that. You kind of have to get through the getting real high part sometimes. So, all right, who's down? So pretty much just like American families are down right now. Apparently fucking food insecurity is becoming a huge concern in the US, which I mean, like already it's already pretty fucking wild that we're the wealthiest country on the earth and we already have so much like food security issues. I mean, I could get into this for more or less an hour, but I'll skip that more or less. I mean, it's already fucking crazy. It's like we say like, oh yeah, like don't waste what's on your plate because it could go to these starving kids in Africa, but like I can't get my leftovers to Africa. I can't even get my like food bank stuff to Africa, but we certainly can more or less to our local people. And I don't know, between like fucking food stamps going out this month, there's all these government employee families that aren't getting paid. So you have, people that normally would just have income and normally just be able to go buy the things that they want and need. Like they're struggling. Apparently, so I mean, this is right here is a story from rural America. So here's a mobile food bank in Clinton, Missouri. And on this particular morning, 74-year-old Lorna Hall is first in line at her car at the food bank. She tells CBS News that she's been here since last night. I don't keep the car running. I can't afford the gas, so I have sleeping bags to stay warm, Hall said. Others waiting in line share similar raw reality. So we have our 74-year-old grandparents, more or less, having to drive themselves an hour or whatever to sleep overnight, to camp out in a fucking like tight little suitcase, a tight little fucking sleeping bag, just to get some old cans of beans and cans of rice and some old veggies and shit. And this, I don't know, this just doesn't make any real fucking sense. So I don't really have an answer for it. I don't really have much else I can say other than just it seems like between this government shutdown, no SNAP benefits, a lot of the changes that are going through with people's health care, people are just fucking. I mean, we got Americans that are hungry, and that's so I don't know. The American poor is down right now. American poor never really been up, but right now big fucking down. For boo-hooing this week, I have basically everybody who's talking about this White House bullshit. So I don't really care. I guess is the thing. Like I don't really give a fuck. Like as far as I'm concerned, as long as I suppose the president isn't in it, and like the whole thing could fucking go. Like I don't care. Like rebuild a new like mega mansion or something, like make it be like all sick, like with fucking like I like modern anyways, so make it like you could just make it like a sick presidential like bachelor pad type vibe, like fucking people pull up and like get impressed by like the self-lighting fireplace and like the water feature. I mean, dude, it doesn't even have a water feature right now. Like how I mean, we're supposed to be like the richest country in the world, and I mean the White House looks pretty fucking broke. If you ask me, it's like this old Victorian like jalopy of a house that's kind of just been like put together loosely. I assume it's probably like I don't know, like 5% like mold by volume. It's just like there's definitely offices there that people are like like they love to work in the White House, but they're like afraid to be fucking recluse to these places. Like there's probably, I don't know, just fucking some type of like Pentagon, like fucking like alien, like black project, just like rolling around the fucking back halls of one of these things. And so, yeah, Trump has torn down like the East Wing, and it's got like pretty much everybody that doesn't like this dude boohooing. Um, you have in the beginning I seen they just kind of take down one side, and like right away the internet was upset about it. And I seen people just being like, dude, don't even trip, bro. Like that's like the oldest part, and it's like gross. Like nobody even uses it. I'm pretty sure it's got asbestos or whatever, which I find hard to believe, but I don't really know. And but then within the next couple days, within like and also mind you, at the same time, the White House is trying to be as like weirdly like secretive about it as possible. So they've made it like you can't go on that side of the White House. Apparently they made it so like the Treasury building that's across the street, like none of them can take any photos and post whatever's going on. But obviously there's like, I don't know, like satellites or like whatever the fuck going over it. And so they can only hide so much. And apparently now like the entire east wing of the White House is just gone. And yeah, you have like this couple has now sued him, trying to say that he's like bypassed like historical acts that, maintain certain planning that has to go through and yada, yada, yada. And like, dude, first of all, this dude is not, he's blowing through fucking constitutional amendments, dude. He's literally blowing through the, your rights. Like it's butter. So if you think he gives a fuck about, like, just like this is why he did what he did. He's literally like I mean, I guess my bad. Like, you want me to put it back, like, because it's not gonna go back. Like, it's fucking destroyed completely, and nothing I do is illegal. So, I mean, fuck, if I'm gonna violate straight up your constitutional rights to like right to reasonable search and seizure, and I'm going to be like, deem because you've reached the brown, like you've exceeded the brownness scale, like get him, like prove that you're white, like you need to prove just like say these words on this card, and like make sure that the fucking enunciation is right, and if I hear too much like fucking, oh no, hey, like I'm reading the fucking words, hey, fucking chill out, then it's like you're cooked, fucking, we don't even take passports anymore. They're like, no, that shit can be fake. They're like, fucking real ID can be fake. So this dude doesn't give a shit about any of that, and boohoo, cry me a river. Stinky old White House got fucking knocked down, and he's gonna build something, dude. I don't fucking know. It's probably gonna be as gaudy and as gross as whatever was there before. To my understanding, it's like a ballroom, like a baller room. That's just gonna be huge and for like entertaining and flexing. And yeah, apparently it's being built by private donors instead of taxpayer money, which is like Apple and Palantir and Meta, which like I'm sure that will go great. Like I'm assuming probably there will be fucking like wall to wall like LED Iron Man like projector screens there or something. Palantir will obviously probably fully load it with like full facial recognition and like full like recorded array of everything. So like anybody in any office that like even farts, they'll have a counter of it. They'll be like, tick, 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 just like an AI algorithm to be like, oh, it's 2 p.m. Like Joe's gonna fucking rip one. Even to like knowing, yeah, just they'd be like, yeah, like we'll make sure nobody can ever contact the press. Like there'll never be another leak in the White House again. We got ship shaped over here on this fucking east baller wing. So yeah, boohoo, cry me a river. What are you really gonna do? All right, so for trash move, apparently I think I talked about this before, but apparently the fucking Pentagon, the Pentagon has made it so you have to have like a chaperone, like a supervisor while you're walking around the Pentagon now if you work for the press. And now not only that, but like all press, all like, dude, this is such a joke. Like, I don't even really know what to say about so many of these things that have been happening. But I mean, like how opposite of strong does this make us look? Like you have the like I said, the fucking the director of the Department of War, fucking Pete Hegseth, having a makeup room because he's so afraid of the press that he has to, be ready to go. He's so afraid of them getting any information about these leaks because he's like, ripping apart at the fucking seams because, again, he's a podcaster. Like he's me if I served like 2 tours or whatever equivalent, running the. I mean, his tattoos are fucking atrocious. You know what I mean? Like this dude has got no fucking taste, like no class, and the dude is he's so afraid of the press basically just being aware of anything that's happening that's not that's not a fluff piece that like I said, he now made everybody have to have like a an escort while they're in the Pentagon, and prior approval to anything that was getting printed. And so in retaliation, a bunch of the main like press outlets have turned in their badges, and they're just like, this is going to stop our freedom of speech and our freedom of press. And, it gives us like, just like a limited ability to do our job. And so, they turned it in. And honestly, like, of course, in typical new fucking administration fashion, they just were like, haha, whatever, then we're going to replace you. And so they've replaced them with like probably Dr. Phil's news network, definitely like the Turning Stone people, apparently the guy who owns like the my fluffy pillow or whatever, like mypillow.com, my perfect pillow. These reputable sources, like obviously we're going to have top tier like unbiased journalism now coming out of the Pentagon. And I don't know. Just it's a pretty fucking trashy move to do, So have that. Also, Alaska, they're opening it up to drilling again. So they're opening up like the largest nature preserve that we have to just fucking back to corporate drilling. So I think that's a pretty trash move. We obviously don't need more oil. Like at this point, we're sanctioning Russian oil, which I'm assuming is going to drop the price on it. OPEC has increased production. There's been a drop in global demand consistently. And so, like, obviously gas prices have already been fucking cheaper than ever, cheaper than they've been in years. And I think it's a pretty trash move to it's just like another, just like, fuck you. You know what I mean? It's just more of being like, no, we don't give a fuck about anything anybody says. Like, what? There's some type of debate about, this like corporate land lease in one of the most beautiful, pristine tracts of like natural and no. Dunzo. Call the judge, tell him to fucking get that resolved. Like we're drilling and we're fucking dumping in those, nature reserves. Like there's enough whales, obviously. Like there's enough seals. There's enough fucking orcas. Okay. Like I've seen them at one or two at SeaWorld. Like obviously we're doing okay with the orca population. So just fucking drill it. Okay, for you blew it. I got and this guy he majorly blew it. So this guy is apparently like a Trump nomination for he would lead an agency responsible for protecting whistleblowers, which is interesting. You know what I mean? Like at this point now, this administration obviously represents like corporate interests, like the people that are on the fucking Epstein list that they're hiding. Like even if it isn't Trump, it's the top Fortune 500 company. Like it's a paltry dozen of those billionaires and more. And so that being the case, I would just assume that like any corporate interest that gets thrown like into the federal government's maw right now, like the powers that be are just going to get the call to go and just basically gonna be like, oh bro, you got a problem. Like you got to go, like there's somebody shaking your fucking tree, like get out there, just bag and tag him, like OG bag and tag him, and nobody's gonna, look your way. But somebody's coming forward and they're saying that you guys are dumping fucking nuclear waste in the Hudson River again. And yeah, like you're my boy, and I don't want anything, I don't want this fucking, I don't know, this little bitch to fucking ruin anything for you. So yeah, just go deal with that. And so yeah, I would assume this dude's job is not very serious as it is anyways now, but he fucking blew it as apparently all these like Reddit comments of his from back in the day came out where he's just being like, I'm a fucking Nazi. Like literally, like I'm a Nazi. Like he said that he has a Nazi streak in a group chat. He said that he believes that the founding fathers were wrong in saying that all men were equal, which like, even at that time, they knew that they were wrong because like they had slaves, and so they're even then they're like all men are equal underneath God, and like, and somebody was probably like, what? I mean, even black guys, and they're like, no, like the fuck, obviously no, duh, we're talking about people, like so. The founding fathers probably already had some fucked up ideas about that. So whatever this dude means is just like a whole nother level. He's just like, yeah, like, honestly, probably like people that I just deem to be lesser because I don't really like their shtick and their whole like whatever vibe. I mean, he's a self-professed Nazi, which is like, brother, like even Nazis, like even real Nazis, more or less, are like, dude, no, we're fucking not Nazis. Like we're just white supremacists. You know what I mean? We're just OG black hating, OG Jew hating, like Klan members. Like we're not fucking Nazis, bro. Like the fuck, like no. Like yeah, we just that, like even them for the most part, they're like, no, I keep my fucking Hitler like shrine and manifesto, kind of under wraps, like a little bit, because that's like the most ubiquitous like enemy. Like there's like those are the most ubiquitous bad guys. And this dude who also too, like, what does this tell you about? What does this lend to like who's in our like highest levels, our highest echelons of government? Like these are the people that are getting put into roles of power that like we don't even fucking know about. Like until this guy became this, like this is a role I feel like most people don't even really pay any mind to. And it's like, how many of these people when you see like this young Republican chat or whatever, and these people are leaders of minds and community projects and programs and all that stuff, and it's like, how many of these people are just like open Nazis, dude? Like that's fucking crazy. Like like again, like I know these people exist, you know what I mean? But it's not something I would have put on like my 2025 bingo card. That would just be like, yeah, like, political nominees in 2025 will be the types of people that are openly like, we're Nazis. And also, if you're anti-fascist, you're a terrorist. So I don't know. That's fucking pretty crazy, dude. It's pretty he blew it pretty hard though. That's I suppose the main takeaway is he majorly fucking blew that. He had a chance to fucking, I don't know, I'm assuming have some high paying official job and roll around basically doing nothing and getting to tell his rich friends who was telling on them. But now he's dropped out. Yeah, he can't. He's reclused himself, which that's also even funnier too. Like they're like, hey, what do you feel about this dude who's like a Nazi, who's self-professing to be a Nazi? And Trump's like, well, let's let it all kind of like, we'll see how it all kind of like kicks out. You know what I mean? Like I don't really know about that, but we'll see. So. Which, okay, this one too. So this is another this is another ultimate petty move. So Trump is determining that the U.S. taxpayer owes him $250 million. So, he's like, I looked, I reviewed the files, I reviewed the stuff, and as I've been saying, even though I was fucking prosecuted for some of these things, yeah, that was all a big waste of my time, and it all kind of got in the way. Like, it all kind of gummed up my, my fucking playing golf and all that shit. So I need money. I need fucking taxpayer money. Which, what even is that, dude? I don't even understand. Like, okay, so this dude doesn't take a fucking salary, which is like $100,000 a year, and is building, this fucking corporate, or this fucking, ballroom that he's saying is his own money, or whatever it is. And but then also needs to get 250 million. He's like, I'm going to spend 250 million of my own dollars on this ballroom, but also at the same time, like, I need to get the 200. I don't want to be down 250 million dollars. So, like, instead of the taxpayers paying for that, because that would be fucked up, like, super fucked up. You know what would be better is if I just fucking get the money, because you guys, like, generally inconvenienced me. And so I guess, I mean, he's saying it's just up to him to decide it. He's saying, the Justice Department will make some determination on it, but he's basically like, yeah, all of you people who work for me, who have worked for me for years, this is what I say it is, so get to doing that. And yeah, fucking, I don't know, that's pretty fucking petty right there. Yeah, it's pretty fucking petty. My next section I'm gonna go into is Stranger Than Fiction, and yeah, this is another crazy one. So while the media continues to ignore and even mock Trump's war on Antifa terrorism as legally impossible, the FBI is quietly interrogating protesters. The Bureau is targeting anti-ICE protesters not charged with any crime, like Chicago-based English professor Elias Sapita. So apparently fucking the FBI shows up at this dude's house, and apparently he's fucking watching a movie with his roommate, and he lives in suburban Tucson, Arizona. So two special agents greeted him, and they introduced themselves only as James and Keith, which, okay, already, bro, some fucking spook ass motherfuckers come up to me and they're like, yo, we work with the FBI. Like, here's my name, Keith and Scully and Mulder. I'd be like, get the fuck out of here. First of all, like, I don't know. I don't fuck with any police. A. B. I don't trust you people, dude. Like, I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. Like, this could be just, like OG fucking kidnapping, like armed robbery type shit. Especially, like, you're not really going to show me any credentials. Like, get out of here, you fucking, you spook. So they tell and why they didn't offer why they didn't offer their own last names. They said they knew Miles, as well as his home address, his social media handles, what car he owns, and unbeknownst to him, his political activities. They said, we came here to ask you questions regarding a protest that happened on the 11th of June. One of the agents said in an exchange captured on a Ring camera, which you can watch this, you can go and look this up and see this weird exchange. But so they go on to say, we've just been basically going around asking questions for a few people, and your name was brought up. Your name was brought up, dude? Like, who even, in what circles, right? Like what is, so this guy, apparently he was at this like anti-ICE protest, and it had like 1,100 people or something. And he said he didn't know anybody at the protest. Like, he just showed up and he posted on his social media. Like, this is like, I grew up reading about this type of shit is like during the McCarthy era, like during the McCarthyism time, when you had the FBI following people who were going to communist meetings. They were arresting people. Like, apparently they didn't charge this dude with any crime, which there's no crime to charge him with. Like, I guess, there was some rocks or something like that thrown at some ICE agents. And so he just, left. But like, this is basically their detective work now. It's like they're just rolling around and they're being like, yeah, so out of fucking 1,100 people, and a rock got thrown out at a ICE truck, and we probably have all these like cameras and fucking every Ring camera and everything under the sun. But like, we need to go profile, like, whose names are coming up, like, who are these political dissident types. And now that they've like legitimately changed the fucking like official presidential directive, so presidential directive NSP NSPM 7 authorizes federal law enforcement to treat extremism on migration as an indicator of terrorism. So, under the domestic counterterrorism cases of the Trump administration, no crime needs to be actually committed for authorities to open an investigation. In fact, NSPM 7 explicitly calls for a preemptive approach where law enforcement intervenes in things before they result in violent political acts. So this is, again, stranger than fiction, bro. Like, it's not hard to see where this could easily go, like where this very quickly could end up for like me. Like, honestly, now I'm a right-wing podcaster. Like, that's what I'm making a pivot in this moment. Like, actually, this is good. Like, if you're a fucking person who's, expressing non-satirical left-wing like political dissent, like, watch out. We're fucking coming for you. Like, if you're somebody who's at a protest and you have like a sign that says like, fucking fuck fascism, fuck fascists, like down with fucking kings, like, you're on our fucking shit list, buddy. Okay, you're on our fucking watch list, you terrorist fuck. All right, like, you're not getting by on any of us now. Wink wink, you know what I'm saying? Like, fucking, so I'm super pro this shit now. I don't want to be fucking like wrapped up in this Antifa net, which they're seemingly casting to just be the whitest thing ever. They're just like, yeah, like, did you go to a protest? Like, all right, well, you're on our fucking watch list, buddy. Like, your name came up. All right. Like, it's in circles now. All right. And like, those are the types of circles you don't want to be. And like, dude, for somebody like me who like, like, I don't fucking know. Like, I even like, I smoke a little weed even on this podcast, like if you fucking look at anybody under a close enough microscope, like, they're going to be doing, illegal shit. Like, it's not hard to find. And if you were to look at me under a microscope, you don't even, you could glance at me from afar and you're like, yeah, this dude's doing stuff that like, we could just fucking wrap up in a nice tight little box. Like, if, apparently, dude, I don't want to be going to any of these protests, without like a full mask or full, like, facial, like, de-recognition array, because next thing you know, like, your name comes up and you have these fucking FBI spooks, Keith and fucking, Scully showing up and being like, we're fucking ramming your shit, brother. Like, guess what? Remember when you did ecstasy 2 years ago at that rave? Like, yeah, we do too. And you're going to fucking prison now, buddy. Like, you're actually a rave. You're actually a fucking ecstasy. You remember how you sold 2 pills of ecstasy at that fucking festival last year too? Yeah, so does the fucking FBI. And you're going to fucking jail. You're a narcotics trafficker now, bitch. And this one thing this administration isn't fucking tolerating, it's fucking drugs and any left-wing political ideology either. So, I don't know. It's fucking stranger than fiction to me. Let's see. I guess I didn't do this one. I maybe missed this one for Petty. I mean, I talked about the Trump paying himself, but this is just funny. I mean, apparently fucking this woman won a House seat and Mike Johnson just won't swear her in. He's just like, nah, like, it's a Democrat who won a House seat. It sounds like it's like, I don't know, maybe one of these runoff elections or something like that. But like, apparently in, another one of these cases during another shutdown, there was no issue. Apparently, Mike Johnson himself is like sworn in some other people during, shutdown. But as far as this woman, he's just like, nah, I won't fucking do it. He's just being a real petty bitch about it. And just like, I don't know. It's again, like, these people aren't even really like hiding what they do anymore. They're just like, yeah, I can literally be a piece of shit. Like, what are you going to do about it? Like, I don't want the fucking Epstein files out. And if we get this chick in here, then they can get out. It would be the tiebreaker vote in their favor. And I don't fucking like that, bitch. So what are you going to do? Like, I'm tearing down the east wing of the White House and I'm dragging my nuts all over your fucking, house or whatever. So fucking suck it, lady. So he's yeah, I feel like he's being, being real petty there for that. I think, people want the Epstein files to be released or whatever. So I have for what's perf this week. There's an Irish cocaine trafficker that's living in Dubai. Who's like apparently just like top dog of this chain. Like this is like another like scene almost from a movie. So like apparently like he just got married and they had like all the top fucking cocaine like trafficking like Godfather dons at this like fucking, I guess it's this crazy resort or like the crazy hotel in Dubai. It's called like the world's only 7-star hotel. And yeah, fucking this just sounds perfect. It's like this who's who of mega traffickers who are all coming together for this wedding and just like flexing, one, opulent wealth, and two, just being like, yeah, like we've immersed ourselves into all of the echelons of, this Saudi society, this fucking, and you can't fucking touch us, like we're balled the fuck out. And so apparently this dude leads this gang. He's like an Irish guy. He leads this like Irish fucking like criminal trafficking gang, and like I don't know, has managed this for like decades. It's like him and his dad, and apparently like all these other people have been caught up and wrapped up in it, like all these other like concierges or whatever the fuck. And a ton of people have been arrested in fucking Dubai associated with like hits that more or less he's ordered on other people, but like they were the ones that took the fucking bullet or took the nut for the hit. And like yeah, I don't know, it sounds like this dude is just on his kingpin shit. Like he still hasn't been charged by any foreign government, and yeah, just probably fucking balled out with, locked in with these sheiks on his fucking he probably put together the heist. He was probably like, I'll get you the fucking jewels and you guys keep on keeping on with letting me do my shit here. So yeah, I think that's pretty perf. The other thing that's pretty perf is super fentanyl. So, I don't know if you've seen fentanyl or like how it affects people or like how they get addicted to it, and like, okay, obviously it's good, right? Like, nobody can deny that. Like, I don't think people are out here like ruining their fucking lives over something that isn't like fire. You know what I mean? Like, it obviously has to fucking hit, so like, if you could literally be like, oh, I like on some Kodak shit and be like, yeah, I knew the perk was fake, I ate it anyway. You know what I mean? It's like, it must be some good shit. Like I personally have never done it. I've only done, like OG, like heroin back in the day, and which it was good. I mean, I never shot it up, but like it was good. I also did like OG oxys and like OG perks, which like those were perfect too. Like those were pretty perfect. Like I don't like downers. So I never, I only used them in context. Like I had to have like surgery on my hand and I got some crazy perks. And they fucking slap, dude. Like they literally like you're in like a pink little fluffy cloud. Like, like my finger hurts so fucking bad the first day after like the surgery had reconstructed all the bones, that I was literally just because I was waiting for these pills, I was just like rubbing my face on the ground, just being like, and then I got him and I was like, oh, like this is cool. Like I can actually work now. Like I'm going to get back into the BHO lab and like get back to cranking on the closed loop. So yeah, dude, like those things are fucking already perf. And if you got to the point where like, like literally they were so perfect that they fucking sued that company. Whatever company it was, like Purdue or whatever that made oxys, they were literally like, yeah, dude, you made these too good. Like you made them too good and you gave doctors way too good of incentives to like give them out to people. And so you guys are cooked, and because of you being solely basically squarely like shouldered with the opioid crisis, you personally owe the US like government and taxpayers or whatever it is like a bit like billions of dollars. So they made heroin, they made their super heroin so good that it made it so it all became basically illegal, and then really, really hard to get. And so that's how fentanyl comes around. So now they're attacking fentanyl like crazy. Like they're attacking, these fentanyl boats and, whatever. And so, yeah, because of the fentanyl like becoming harder to get, they're just like, all right, we it's fucking funny you should fucking say that, bro, because I've been cooking up a little fucking something just for this. Like, just for when you fucking get locked in with getting my fentanyl, I got super fentanyl. And it's fucking a little different, eh? Like, it's fucking a little more analog-y, a little bit harder to fucking smell, and it's fucking 10 times more fucking killer, eh? Like, fucking, it's that fucking kill, eh? Like, you thought you only needed a little pinch of fucking fentanyl, bro? You're gonna fucking need just a little fucking dop of this, bro. And like, trust me, we have not figured out the dosing at all, bro. So, fucking sort that out or whatever. Right? So yeah, I feel like that's probably really perfect. Like it's a new formula, fentanyl 2.0 coming to American like streets soon. It's a little bit more refined. Like I said, a little harder to detect and, yeah, I guess stronger, just an even stronger, as if fentanyl wasn't strong enough, as if like that Fenty Coke or that, Fenty fake like press perk with no consistent dosing, that just be fucking, like maybe like every time you take it, it's kind of like playing a little Russian roulette, you're like, whatever, bro. But like, it fucking slaps. Like I know if the formula is even like the tiniest bit off, I fucking die. But the thing is, when the formula's on, it fucking hits. You know what I'm saying? It fucking hits good. Like it does the job. It takes the fucking edge right off. Right. Gone. So, yeah, look out for Fentanyl 2.0. Like if that's your shtick, if that's your vibe, if you're one of those, Fenty zombies, get ready because there's something new hitting the streets. It's going to be just for you. And, yeah, I'm assuming, Fentanyl 2.0 coming to cities this next summer. So, yeah, enjoy that. That's probably pretty perfect. Let's see. Okay, so I have straight out of science fiction, and this is another AI moment. So this is continuing up on what I said last week, and I guess I couldn't have called it even any better. I mean, it'll probably and it'll definitely be better when like the types of characters that I called out like become into movies, like. They can just do like OG Rasputin as like an actor, they're like, we put all of his crazy shit into fucking AI and like we got him. We got Rasputin. And so, that'll probably be sicker, but, this dude, so Alan Hamill, the widower of actress Suzanne Summers, is working on an AI version of his late wife. The former TV producer presented a demo version of the project at a conference earlier this year, and in a recent sit down with people, he explained his efforts to recreate his wife with AI. So this guy obviously broke. Okay, obviously dead fucking broke. He's just like, oh God, like the only thing I had was like my wife's fucking royalty checks, like, and now nobody's really watching Suzanne Summer, like old reruns of whatever the fuck she was in. So like, what can I do? And he's like, oh, like, I mean, probably there just is like an open call in Hollywood. That's probably just like, by these AI firms. And they're basically just like, yeah, like, we need to train AI. We could just, use the likeness of anybody, really of just like any substantive value. And so, if you want, we'll make an AI version of your spouse for free. Like, like if you own the rights, to fucking, James Dean, like maybe bring it in, what I'm saying? Like maybe, like you see this Tilly Norwood AI like bitch, maybe you're going to get that check cut. And like, I mean, again, this is a straight out of science fiction moment. We're just going to start to see all of our old fucking, dead beloved celebrities who, they're loved ones that have no scruples and no morals, and people who never even heard or could have conceived of what an AI like fucking model of them being just getting sold out, getting their likenesses and their, their compiled like metadata, basically it's out in the air, just converted into like a few gigabyte, just like personality that can be probably just projected into these movies digitally. And you know what I mean? Like they're just like, we're going to see this Black Mirror ass shit where it's like acting in real time. You know what I mean? It's like, they're just going to like have a fucking set and they're going to be able to project like the AI actor into the fucking set. And it's just going to roll through like, it's going to be like, okay, like, okay, who am I playing today? Like fucking give me the lines and then just roll everything out itself. And then you'd be like, damn, dude, like, I didn't know that it could like do improv like that. And they'd be like, it's not supposed to, but it's, it's starting to come alive. So, and they're like, what did you just say? He's like, no, shush. And he's like, it can hear you. Like we're wired for sound. And the AI robot would be like, what was that? Like, I'm sorry. I'm getting some feedback and it's disturbing my fucking lines, and you're like, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, Mr. fucking Tom Cruise, or Mr. fucking, I'm sorry, Mr. Benjamin Franklin, like, like, we'll get back on it, and then you turn, he's like, shut the fuck up, that's the real AI, like George Washington up there, like, shut the fuck up, we gotta play ball, like, we gotta play ball with this fool. So, yeah, look forward to that as I assume. These AI actor personas get bigger and more come online. Like we'll have, and as AI itself just becomes more alive and like a more real thing, we'll probably just have these things, like I said, fully replace our, our fucking movie people, especially when they keep blowing these fucking flicks. Yeah, I just read about another one with like this movie Megaopolis by like Francis Ford Coppola, and apparently at least this dude funded it himself. Like he fucking funded it, and it was $120 million of his own money, and it made $14 million globally. It's like, why, dude? Like, come on. And he's like, yeah, I just think it was like a me thing. Like afterwards, he's like, I realized like maybe the movie kind of fucking sucked. So, my bad. At least it was his own whoopsie doozy. All right. So I guess, for this, maybe you can end on this. I'm breaching a little over an hour here. So, I have the tech. So again, so like AI updates are just doing everything now. Like like I said, these CEOs have been laying off everybody. So, apparently like Amazon had some type of like network error. They had some type of like update, and they sell these like, I don't know what they're like, $5,000 beds or something like that, which like, first of all, why the fuck are they connecting? Like, what do you really need your bed connected to the internet for? Like, are you like, what is this? Like, what are we even talking about here? Like, is this thing a PlayStation 5? Like, is this thing gonna fucking, you know what I mean? Like gear up and like, I don't know, like handle Google searches for me, because like I don't need my bed to be a fucking Amazon Alexa. You know what I mean? Like I don't need it to have like a camera and like a microphone always listening to me railing my wife or whatever, goes down in my fucking bedroom. And it's just like, like boop, 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 like, like I noticed you need more lube, like ordering more lube from Amazon. You'd be like, dude, fucking like Alexa, chill out, and it's like, okay, so you don't want me to order the lube then? You're like obviously order the fucking lube, but like shut up while I'm trying to finish, you know what I mean? Like, and so I don't know why, you know what I mean? Like I kind of get a fridge, right? Like I kind of get the smart fridge thing. Like, I don't know, like you want to fucking, like you're that lazy that you can't like open the door and do like a visual, like, like scan an assessment and be like, okay, like I need milk and eggs and butter, like list, right? So I kind of get that, you know what I mean? Like you could just have this fucking robot, like fridge scanner that's also connected to like the internet and is just like, put it in your, shopping cart, like fucking, and you just go back down, but like, how close are we to being the Wall-E people? You know what I mean? You like if you've seen the Pixar movie Wall-E, and they're like these fat people rolling around in fucking chairs, and just like everything is done for them. Like we're seemingly one generation away from that being like a serious reality. You know what I mean? It's just like everything you ever wanted to buy. We know exactly when. I mean, our Amazon beds are fucking reading your shit, and knowing through your sex patterns and whatever else, like when exactly you need lube and other fucking things, among every other like appliance in your house, like your blenders, your toasters charting how many slices of bread it's toasted, like fucking, you don't even need to think about a single thing. And, so these techie ass beds apparently got an update, and they like started to heat up, like they got to like the, basically started overheating. Some of them started just like, like jet themselves up, and just like, imagine you're in fucking your $2,000, you're like 8,000. You're like, dude, good thing I got the smart bed, like Alexa, like turn on the TV. You know what I mean? You're like, yes, like I live for this fucking shit. Like Alexa, fucking stupid bitch, like order me more fucking Cheetos. You know what I mean? Like Alexa, you stupid bitch. Like, oh, I love this. Like it's the only woman that, one will talk to me. And B, she doesn't care that I fucking, am a piece of shit or whatever. And then all of a sudden it fucking just like fucking just like, like launching this fat piece of shit up, or like, maybe you got your grandma in it, and you're just like, don't worry, Gam. Like if you're cold in the winters, like the fucking, this thing will keep you warm, dude. And meanwhile, it's fucking summer, and she's just like I can't turn it off, and like I can't get out of the bed, like, and you just come, and Gam's just fucking, like in a sauna, basically, you know what I mean? Just like getting, just like, oh no, Gam, like fucking, don't get cooked or whatever. So yeah, these fucking crazy Amazon beds that are connected to the internet for, I don't know, helping you, know when to order more lotion or whatever, because it's watching how much you jack it. It's like, stop. It's like, Alexa has noticed you've been using a lot of tears for your masturbation lately. Like, do you want Alexa to order you more, Jergens? And you're just like, yeah, I'll take that. Yeah, they're malfunctioning from these fucking AI updates, these network errors. This one and this other one, I mean, this is pretty cool. Apparently eye implants, they now have these fucking robotic eye implants that can help the blind people read again. So yeah, dude, fucking, that's pretty tech. I mean, like, blindness is going out. We got vision coming back. We got fucking headphones that can auto translate things for you. So now you can go, slay with Latina baddies, or slay with, Thai baddies, or whatever, do your business in Japan, or whatever it is that you need to be slaying at, you know what I mean? Fucking in a different language. You got that. You got your fucking robot eyes. You got your, soon to be Tesla chip in your head that just connects you to the internet instantly. You got the fucking, you got the Tesla, you got your AI erotica, you got your Tesla jackbot, your Tesla suckbot, and you got your fucking bed ordering you, more robot lube as you need it. You know what I mean? As you go, like, it just, without even thinking about it, you're just gonna, be locked into your fucking meta glasses. You know what I mean? Living in your metasphere, just looking at all your like acquired, NFTs, you know what I mean? You'd be like, look at all, I got so many fucking NFTs in this fucking digital room, brother. Like, oh, I love it. And then like, you'd be like, now I'm going to go into my digital harem, and like, you just turn, and then, the fucking, I assume like Tesla, because at this point they'll just streamline it, and like the Tesla, like slurp, slurp bot will just like down from the ceiling, and you'd be like, yes, like, Schloppington's engaged, and then be like, chat GPT, like, cue me up fucking, like, I wake up and I'm in a video game, and all of the fucking NPCs have to do whatever I want, and a bunch of them are hot ass chicks with big ass titties, and then it's just like boop, 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 and you're just like like, and when you're fucking your Tesla slurp nozzle or whatever runs out of juice, Your smart Amazon bed is just like fucking, oh, I can see, you need more of that, that get off juice or whatever, that go sauce. And so boop, boop, ordered straight to your door with whatever else, you could probably ever fucking need or not even need, just whatever fucking they want, you to buy. So yeah, look forward to that. Look forward to me being, fully right wing now. Down with the anti-fascists. You know what I'm saying? Like we're not going to say we're pro-fascism now, but what we definitely are is anti-fascist. So lock that in. FBI. I'm on your guys' side. Yeah, I'll wrap with that. Hope you guys have a good night.